Good. Hold on one second. First day of classes, you guys fired up?
Absolutely. What classes you got?
Ready to go? You guys know your schedule? You guys know where you're going?
Ready to learn.
Go ahead, fire away, guys.
Just what do you see from that first scrimmage? Or the second scrimmage?
Second scrimmage?
Yeah.
I thought there was, some inconsistencies. I thought there was some great plays. I thought there was a lot of, guys just trying to play each and every snap as hard as they could, despite what, maybe had happened previously. We overcame a couple tough situations. Some, the defense did a great job. And so I was proud of some of the 1-0 mindset that I thought our guys displayed in some challenging situations where we were able to overcome them. And yet I still think there's a lot of room for growth to clean up some of, the errors, and certainly give the defense a lot of credit for causing issues, both personnel-wise. There's a lot of really good players on defense, and certainly schematically with Kane and his staff. And so there's lots to build on, lots to correct. I thought it was competitive, as all the scrimmages have been since I've been here. And probably each side of the ball was just certain things. You did a little bit better, but I think collectively as a team, it's been very competitive. I thought it was a very physical scrimmage. I thought the guys hit. And so, it's been a good couple weeks of camp and, building towards the first game.
You talk about physical scrimmage. What's your philosophy when the physicality bleeds over into maybe after the play?
Well, we would prefer that to not happen. We want to protect the team, and we want to make sure that we have the discipline to do what's best for our team. And when you start to talk about, things that occur after the snap, those oftentimes can hurt your team. And so, we coach against that for sure. There's an edge that you want to play with. There's a line that you want to be right up against, but we certainly know we want to protect the team and do what's best for the team.
Sounds kind of trivial, but we've never really seen you guys practice on offense with wearing crimson. Just what's the thought process behind that, and how much does it kind of, I guess, probably for the quarterbacks? How much
just philosophically, you'd like for the quarterbacks to be able to see the jersey color that they're going to throw to in the game. And so that's all. So when we're home, we practice with our home colors, and when we're on the road, we'll practice in our away colors.
Obviously, Coach, deep receiver room, but Jared Hamilton, what's his development? How is he growing?
He's a very talented athlete. I think we're looking for consistency, and he's a young player. His attitude's been good, but that's what I would say, and that's true for a lot of young players. It's just to develop the consistency to be able to do your job at a high level. Like I say, he's very talented. He's big and he's fast, and he's working to be a consistent player.
Hey, Coach, how have you seen Jalen Milroe grow as a captain, leader of this football team with, the captains were just announced yesterday? Can you just elaborate on that?
I think he's just, I can't speak to how he was previously. We've only been here for as long as we have. So I just continue to see him just be more and more comfortable in who he is and being genuine and authentic to who he is. And I think his teammates respect that. They know how hard he works. He's as hard of a working player that I've ever been around. I mean, he's a completely committed and devoted student athlete in all areas. And so I think his teammates respect that. And I think he's becoming more and more comfortable, even in our time here, of using his voice to encourage, to confront, to demand, because he's certainly putting in the time and the work. And so I think he's done a real nice job of that, and we're going to need that, as we continue, both him and Tyler being, leaders on that side of on our side of the ball, them doing a good job leading that group. They've done awesome to this point.
Speaking of Booker, he dropped a pretty good bit of weight over the summer. When you think back to the spring versus now, what kind of difference do you think that weight loss has made?
Probably just his ability to strain and finish and play as hard as possible for longer durations of time. He's always been somebody that played really hard. I mean, he pours it out there every single day. But it has, I have seen that in his play even to another level. I thought he was great in the spring. I think he's taken it to even another level with how hard he plays.
What kind of role do you see Robbie Yates playing himself just with his size as a tight end?
Well, I think Robbie's a very versatile player. Obviously he's uniquely size-wise. He's unique that way. But he's got soft hands. He's got good change of direction. He's got good body control and balance. And so there's a lot of different roles that Robbie can help us with, both inline, detached, you name it. I think Robbie's a really good football player. He's very tough. He provides the right amount of edge and toughness for us. And he's a great kid. And so, we're looking for big things out of Robbie.
With Jalen, you know, with Jalen, it seemed like there were times last year where he almost wanted to prove himself as a passer, and the run was there. Maybe he didn't take it. Is that something you guys have coached with him and kind of recognizing like it's okay to use your legs when that opportunity's there?
I think you'd have to ask him if when those decisions happened, if what he was thinking. I know for us, we're just emphasizing the execution of the play, and I think the quarterback's job is to ultimately, whatever the best outcome can occur for that play. When you factor in the offensive call, the defensive call, the things that occur post snap, we just we encourage him to make the best of it. And there's lots of complexity in the position, but at the end of the day, you get 4 downs to get 10 yards, and you get another set. And if you cross the goal line, you get 6 points. And so it's like, however you go about doing that, I think great quarterbacks across the country at all levels, they're all unique to their own skill set and their own style of play. And ultimately, you get judged on the things that I just talked about, getting first downs and scoring points and winning football games. And so that's really what we're focusing on with all the quarterbacks, not just Jalen, is just do your job, make the best of the situation. Sometimes the best thing that you can do is throw the ball away. There's nothing there. The defense had a good call, or maybe we didn't execute something properly. And so managing good and bad plays and trying to just give us consistent and repeated results, that's what we're looking for.
Without talking about expectations, which are probably weren't any set, would you say that this is, in hindsight now, looking back, that good progress was made, but acceptable progress?
Well, I don't think, as a coach, you don't ever feel like you've arrived or there's not things that you can work on. I think the mindset has been good. I think the effort and intensity has been good, and yet I still think that there's still a little bit more out there for us. And, the hope is that we continue to improve as the year goes on. I talk to the players that we want our best snap to be our very last snap. That's the mindset, that you continue to improve, not just in training camp, but throughout the season. You want to make improvements individually, collectively, within your scheme, you name it. We're trying to continue to get better. That never ends. And so, we're as a coach, you are where you are, and then you're just continuing to work and improve off of that. And so there's been lots of great play, both individually and collectively, and yet there's still things that we can continue to work on and get better at.
You joked about class getting started today, but what was your message and the coaching staff's message to the team with class getting started today?
Be on time, know where you're going, and handle your business. Obviously, when you're a student athlete, the education that you receive is super important. We all know that. As you get a little bit older, get a little bit wiser, you understand the importance of that. And so that's really the message, is go get an education, learn, grow, meet new people, create networks, all the amazing things that a place like the University of Alabama can provide. We want our players to maximize that opportunity, and certainly the exposure that they get in the classroom, not just with faculty and staff, but amongst the student body. There's a ton of just really impressive people on our campus, and so go enjoy that experience and be on time and sit in the front.
How much progress have you seen from Ryan Williams this camp, and just how would you gauge his readiness at this point?
Yeah, Ryan certainly made a lot of progress. And you don't really, it's the first time we're able to work with him and practice with him. And so we've been pleased with how far he's come, and yet he's improving every day. And his mindset as a young player has been great. His willingness to be coached, his, wanting to learn and grow. I think for a young player, his maturity has been very good, and he continues to get better and better. And so we're looking for that to continue.
What is looking for him be showing you this month?
Consistency. I think he's done a nice job that way. I think, he's still young. I think sometimes you forget that, that he's still a young, growing, and developing player. But I think his mindset, his demeanor, he's the same every day. And so you appreciate that as a coach, that you know what you're getting.
Coach, how has the screen package been looking?
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. We've got different packages of plays, so is that a request, or you wanting to see some screens? Or
Didn't see a lot of it last year.
Okay, we'll see.
All right.
Any other packages that you guys want to ask?
We love the pistol.
Pistol. Okay, we taking notes here. Anything else? Wishbone. Okay, all of it. Yep, all of it.
Jake's a great play call video guy.
Got it. Been good for you? All right, thanks guys.
Thank you.
All good. Okay.